Well, as the tensions between Hezbollah and Israel grow, the Maronite bishop in Lebanon says people are praying for peace. He said that without a ceasefire, quote, the southern Lebanese are suffering the consequences of this war. They do not want a conflict with Israel. Bad for analysis. Let's bring in Samuel Tadros, a member of the Philos Project Advisory Board and a scholar of the Middle East. Samuel, great to have you back on the show. We appreciate it. Give us a sense, for those who may not know, what life is like for Christians, in particular the Maronites in Lebanon, especially now and with the presence of Hezbollah.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure. It's a tough situation. You are caught between larger forces than yourselves that are fighting over you. Hezbollah is in control of the country, and it plays a game with the lives of its Christian citizens through its actions against Israel. So the Maronites in Lebanon basically feel that this country that was originally dedicated as a safe haven for Christians in the Levant is turning into another one of those countries controlled by the Islamists in the region, and that is used in their project against the state of Israel.
How do you think, Samuel, these rising tensions, escalation now between Hezbollah and Israel, how is that going to affect the Christian population even more?
It's going to make life miserable for them. Number one, Lebanon is already a collapsed country. Economically, everything, the country is basically in its worst condition, very close to where it was in the 1970s and 80s during the Civil War. We've seen a lot of migration of Christians in the Middle East from Lebanon, from other places in the past decades as things get worse. And I think we're going to continue to see this trend. People are leaving, those obviously that are capable of doing so, and the rest are caught. The Christian areas there are a lot of Christian areas in the south of Lebanon, in Jazin and other places. These will be at the forefront of the fight if a war breaks out between Hezbollah and Israel.
Do you think Shukr's death, do you think that will maybe lessen Hezbollah's stronghold on Lebanon?
No, he wasn't involved in the political control of the country. This was a guy that was there from the founding moment in the early 1980s, together with Ahmad Bouhniyya and Mustafa Badruddin. They were really the key figures in building the military capacity of Hezbollah, as well as act as the liaison, the link between the masters in Tehran in the Revolutionary Guard and between Hezbollah. So his death is a major blow for Hezbollah in terms of its connections with the Iranians, military capabilities. They lost basically a key leader and a great tactician that led their wars with Israel, but he was not involved. Hezbollah's control of Lebanese politics is much more vast that Fuad should know he wasn't part of that story.
Before I let you go, kind of give us a sense. I know Lebanon is one of the most religiously diverse countries in the Middle East. Still, there have been attacks on Christians and Maronite religious leaders. What more, Samuel, can you tell us about that? And do you think those attacks may increase?
Definitely. The Christians were originally, in a sense, dominant in Lebanon. This position has dramatically changed since the end of the Civil War. They find themselves now caught between a much larger Sunni and Shia majority, a Muslim majority in the country. And they themselves are divided between the Lebanese forces of Samir Raja and between the Free Patriotic Movement of the former President Michel Aoun. And as a result, they've not been able to sustain their position and their influence in the country. The position of president, which is reserved for a Maronite, has been unoccupied now because the Hezbollah stopped the election of a new president. And as a result, the Maronite patriarch has really become the leader and the figure of the community. And he's been calling nonstop for peace. He doesn't want a conflict with Israel. He doesn't want the country to continue deteriorating and become another Iranian proxy. And as a result, he has been attacked by the Iranian axis in the region, by Hezbollah, as a traitor to the Arab and Palestinian causes.
Well, Samuel, thank you so much for coming on and for all your insights. We really appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you.